Alright, hello, welcome back. Or to me, I guess. You guys never left. I'm having a hard time dating this single ring that I have. I really am. I could go back to 1922, or it could be what I think it is between September 17th, I think it was, 27 to October 10th of 28, where they didn't put any serial numbers on it. The only markings on this razor are on the bottom of the base plate, where it says USA on one side, on this side, and on this side it has the Gillette triangle. And I'm having a hard time seeing, because it's still a little, it needs to be replated. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to ruin the patina on this thing. I'll look at it with my magnifying glass when I get done with it and see, but I'm doing... Is there an arrow going through that triangle, through the word Gillette, or not? If there's no arrow, it could be a 1922 with no serial numbers or anything. Usually, or a lot of these, they put the serial numbers on the shaft, but there's nothing on this. It's completely blank. I have looked at this several times on the magnifying glass. There's nothing on it. And then, I don't want to go too tight, don't want to crack it. And then a lot of times, this ring, this gold ring here, they would have printing on that too, or on the top ring. And as you can see, there's nothing on that one either. There's a crack. It's got a small crack, but most of these hollow handles like this do. Anyways, you're gonna kill me, or I'm gonna kill me, one of the two. We're taking a second chance on a Stragelet blade. It's a brand new blade out of a different pack. I pulled a different pack out because maybe the first blade was a dud, I don't know. But this is a very mild razor. I can't even measure the gap on this. My feeler gauges only go down to 0.003 inches. Or is it it's 0.076 millimeter. And this gap is thinner than that, and I can't measure below that. So, but since these razors are mild, I'm just gonna do 4, 2, 3, 4. You can see where it scored the denim. Maybe it's like a feather, it just needs to have some of the rough edge taken off. Oh, forgot my pre-shave block. I have the Cooper and French all lathered up. This is not the splash, this is a balm. It helps if you read before you speak, which I've never been very good at. My mouth runneth amok. Alright, little pre-shave. Yes, the door is still open because it is still flipping hot in here. Get my hand wet. So, anyways, I had to go to the bank today. I had to go get gas in the car. That's a funny story. And I did use this. I think I'm just gonna, instead of putting the handle on, I think I'm just gonna use it like this. I'm just using it to scrape across when they're a solid soap like this, when it's the same color all the way through. Now the ones that have variations in the color, that like 2 different pores, I just use this and I'll chop straight in and take my triangle out that I always do, and we'll go from there. Okay, using the PAA Solar Flare 24mm synthetic knot with a healthy lather in it. So anyways, Hand controls were good. I had to come home and readjust them though. The accelerator one was just a little too short. When I pressed the accelerator in, it's a T-handle with a slot on one side that the accelerator comes through, and it's got a push button for your thumb on the rod. And it was a little too short because to depress it a little bit more, to press it enough for certain speeds, you'd be pressing on the brake at the same time. So I had to extend it out a little bit to give myself some more play. But it's all a learning process. I'll get it figured out. I probably have it now. That is a good scent. It really is. Never used this razor. It is the oldest razor in my collection. I like the old single rings. I want a double ring, but those things are flipping expensive. And here we go. Okay, you know what? This blade is working better than the first one I used. That first one might have been a dud, because it happens. Oh, when I got up near here, it started tugging a little bit. But these old single rings are supposed to be mild shavers. Yeah, this blade is definitely not as bad as that first one I tried. As you can see, it's got some overhang, and you can see the blade exposure on it. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. I'm not going to do that. There was a guy, he was showing the blade exposure on his razor so everybody could see it, and he was... It's like, I'm getting dizzy trying to look at the razor head. Could you, like, hold it steady so I can see the blade exposure? I mean, seriously, he was... So he didn't want anybody to really see it. It's like, okay, dude, whatever. Guys, you gotta think. If you're doing a video, you gotta think. Speaking of videos, I'm gonna be on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. Well, we already know I'm on YouTube, but I'm gonna be on one of the other two probably. I'm not sure which one they're gonna post it on. But like I said, I had to go and get gas. So I stopped at the gas station, opened the door, pulled up to the pump, opened my door, put my right leg on. I can keep my left leg on and drive, but I gotta take my right leg off because otherwise it interferes with the pedals. So I put my right leg on, I got out, got to the pump, did the card thing, put the nozzle in, I was getting ready to pump my gas, and a car pulled up behind me. Guy jumps out of the car, goes to pump his gas, and there's a woman in the front seat. She looks up, she sees me, she puts her head down, she looks up at me again. Like, I know what she's thinking. Why in the hell's a guy with no freaking legs getting gas? So anyways, I pump my gas, and I keep glancing back at her. I just got my head on a pivot. I'm pumping gas, I'm looking around, glance at the pump every once in a while. And at that, I want to say thank you, Joe Biden, for $4.15 a gallon. I appreciate it, buddy. Read between the lines. Anyways. My political rant for the day. Nope, not gonna do that. She keeps looking at me. The next thing I know, she's got her camera out. And she's not taking a picture. She's holding it up for a while. Video. So I get done pumping my gas, you know, put the nozzle back and everything. Get my receipt. Get back in the car. Just before I got into the car, I looked back at her. Now, she might not have been able to tell there was nobody else in the car with me. So, and I was just pumping the gas. But when I got to the driver's door and I opened the door and I looked back at her, she was like, I couldn't see her eyes, but I could see her mouth under the camera. Of course, you know, I get in, take my leg off, do whatever you gotta do, seatbelt, all that, start the car, and go to drive off. And before I drove off, I look in the mirror, and she's still behind me, filming. She filmed me driving away. And she's gotta be going, how in the hell is he driving? Because most people don't know about hand controls for a car, for handicapped people. This is a good scent. I like this. You know what it reminds me of? It's not the same, but it just reminds me of it. Is Sophisticated Gentleman by HC&C by Hendrix, Classic and Company. That's what it reminds me of. This blade is getting progressively better. So that might have been a dud blade, because that first one was god awful, guys. It was like trying to shave with a chainsaw. It was horrid. And I believe I did, after the first pass, I believe I did rub it on the denim and it didn't change the way it felt. So that one might have been a dud blade. Is it the smoothest blade I've ever used? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Gillette Platinums will blow this blade out of the water. Sharpness wise, it's sharp. I don't think I've got anything left hair wise on my face. It's sharp, but if I had my druthers, if I had to choose a blade, that or Gillette Platinum, I would go with the Gillette Platinum, because it's still not that smooth. It's mid smoothness. You know, you got like Gillette Platinum up here, which is really smooth, and you've got Rockwells down here, which are chainsaws. That's kind of like in the middle right now. Granted, I only had 2 days worth of growth, but my neck needs a fourth, maybe a fifth pass. But I've got a fat neck that doesn't like to be shaved anyways. My neck just has never, with a cartridge, with a double-edged, does not matter. My neck doesn't like to be shaved. This is a slick soap. This is a good soap. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ben. It was a good soap. And I bought that gift card this morning, so now I have $2.50 on my affiliate link account. So we're getting there. We're 1/10 of the way to a $25 gift card. I've seen a couple people saying, oh yeah, I can buy more stuff if you use my affiliate link and everything. You know what? I'm not worried about it. These guys probably have more money than I do, considering I'm on a fixed budget every month. I just shoved a bunch of soap into my ear. Hang on a second. I did. I shoved a bunch of soap in my ear. You can't see it because the Q-tip's white too, but yeah, I shoved a bunch of soap into my ear doing that. Stupid shit, right? Try something different. I saw somebody else doing this the other day. That might have worked better. That might have worked better. I have to remember that now. Like I can remember anything anymore. Been thinking about getting a pair of memory foam shoes so I can remember why I walk into a room. Get it? Memory foam shoes. Never mind. I gotta go to the store tomorrow or Thursday, one of the two. That's gonna be fun. I stopped to talk to a friend of mine, neighbor, last night. Because I went and did a test drive last night, drove around the park a little bit. I was coming home and she was outside at her mailbox getting her mail. So I stopped to say hi. I ended up being there for 40 minutes. I had to get the rundown on what's happening in the park. These women got nothing better to do than gossip. That's smooth. This is smooth. Going this way and up and down, nothing. Come this way is when I'll feel it. And I got just the slightest through here. I'm not going to chase it though, because I don't think this razor will get it. And you really got to look for it. You got to go in and get it. So it's not bad. We will go with that. Oh, let's see what we got left. Oh, we got quite a bit left. So why don't we get a good wash, get the grease off the top of the nose, add some scent to the facial hair. Put some more heat back into our rag. And yes, this one is supposed to be green. It's a green and white check pattern that's faded. So it's not dirty, it's green. I wouldn't do a dirty towel for you guys. You guys deserve a clean towel. Me, on the other hand, I pull one out of the mud and use it. I don't care. Okay. Now the test. Felt good to drive though. Well, just today, last night, I hadn't driven in a year. So it felt good. Nothing. Oh, now it's coming in. About a half a point on the cheeks. Oh, we're going to about a 3.5, 4 right on there. Oh, wow. The neck is a little bit on fire. It's not bad. It's just a little stinging sensation. It's not that bad. Okay. Let's get that off. I keep trying to let my mustache grow in so it gets big and fluffy, but the hairs get into my lips and it drives me nuts, and I ended up trimming it back and lose all my fluffiness. I should just dye it white. What do you think? Witch hazel. I don't have an aftershave that I want to use with this. So we'll just go with the balm. I'm only going to use that much. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I was going to say, most artisan balms, most balms in general will go a long way. I drag my fingers across my lenses. Alright, I'll clean that up later. I'm really curious to know when this thing was made. It's killing me, not knowing. One of these days I will get a double ring. Don't know when, but I will. I don't care. I'll sell. Well, I can't sell my oldest. He's too old. Nobody will want him. He's not that old. Nobody will want him. My youngest, maybe. Who knows? Until I have to feed him, because that boy can eat. He's a good worker though, so we're okay. Alright guys, this is going to be almost 30 minutes, or over 30 minutes, once I add the other part onto it. So, I appreciate you all being here. We're 1/4 of the way to the next giveaway at 200 subscribers. So let's keep the ball rolling so I can keep giving shit away. I like giving shit away, it's fun. Alright, I appreciate you all stopping in from the old Gillette single ring. See, it's a thick cap, it's not the thin cap, so I can place the start year of this when they came out with the thick caps. And from Soap Thing and this gift of the Cooper and French that I won, Leading Man, smells good. I enjoy that. Thank you very much. I will see you guys next video. Take care. Done with the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next, guys. Happy shaves out there.